Suddenly, the Uber driver said to my friend, Kai, poor guy, na 50k be that too. He now explained to my friend that it's a 50k flat charge for towing you off the bridge, no matter what happened to you. And then he told my friend something that was very scary. He said that one day he got a flat tire on Third Mainland Bridge, but midway, he decided, instead of me to stop and change this flat tire and drop 50,000 naira, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to drive this car until I get away from the Third Mainland Bridge. According to the Uber driver, if he had stopped, they would have told him. So the Uber driver is claiming that even if you just need a few minutes to change tire way less, way boss, now you sabi, they go tow you, they go charge you 50k. So instead, he drove the rest of the way with a flat tire, Lagos. He said he just managed it until he got to the end of the bridge. When my friend told me this story, I was shocked. Which brings me to today's big hard fact. The Third Mainland Bridge is 11.8 kilometers long. That's a long bridge. I believe it's the longest one in Nigeria, one of the longest ones in Africa. Anything can happen in 12 kilometers. So many different things can go wrong with your car. But apparently, if you're driving down the 12 kilometers of Third Mainland Bridge, you better pray nothing happens to your car unless you have 50,000 naira to spare. Now, I don't know if that Uber driver was lying. You're the one who will tell me if he was lying. Like I said, I was shocked when I heard this story. And there are many ways to look at this situation. On the one hand, there's last man's point of view. At the end of the day, you want traffic on the Third Mainland Bridge to flow. If Lagosians feel like they can park their broken down cars indefinitely, you will start to see more and more broken down cars on Third Mainland Bridge. So that's one side. On the other hand, you have motorists who feel that policy needs a more human face. They say that there's a difference between a car that cannot move anymore and a car that needs maybe just a few minutes to get fixed. So in the latter case, shouldn't the authorities give the motorist a chance to fix up and go without the mandatory 50k, the mandatory towing and 50k? But there's another opinion. I'm talking about people who will say, look, Nigeria is hard. Lagos is hard. You have to expect that people's cars are getting worse and worse. I know my car has gotten worse since I moved it from Port Harcourt to Lagos. When I was in Port Harcourt, where will you see the traffic? Maybe on Ada George, small. Or like Port Harcourt by Expressway, small. You know, and I didn't really used to commute that much to work because I had accommodation in my place of work. The office provided accommodation for me. So I wasn't really driving, to and from an office. But I moved to Lagos and my car is telling me the story. I tried to buy a new car. I went to the market to price motor. They called price for me. I told myself, Sandra, all is vanity. This new car you want to buy, if you die, will you put it in your grave? No. So just manage this your old car. Just any kick sound you hear, just fix it. Any sound you hear, just fix it. Just be managing your life. Let's not be vain. Vanity is for the proud. That's what I told myself. Now, of course, it's because I don't have money. If you have money, you can buy your car. Please buy yourself a new car. Ignore me. When you don't have money, you become a philosopher. That's what I became. But yeah, back to this situation. Lagos is hard. You have to expect that people's cars are getting worse and worse. So in the opinion of those people, these types of mandatory towing policies are really hitting hard, though. Especially people who cannot afford to fix their motor. At least me, I can fix my car. So my philosophy no reach fixing my car. You understand? You get people with their own philosophy. They don't even fix the car. When you hear they become a philosopher. I don't need to drive. Driving is making me lazy. I can walk. Walking is good. Our ancestors used to walk. We need to trek. Look at my waist. It's paining me now because all the time I'm driving motor. So the philosophy differs from level by level. You know what I mean? If you get money for transport to enter bus or enter Uber, your own philosophization, they differ from person where they trek. You understand? Yeah. But yeah, back to the Third Mainland Bridge. It brings up also another question with roadworthiness. Should a car that cannot make it across the 12 kilometers of the Third Mainland Bridge be on the road at all? So that's the matter on ground this evening. Tell me your experience on the Third Mainland Bridge. I want to restrict it to Third Mainland Bridge. I know that there are all kinds of things happening all over Lagos in different parts, but this Third Mainland Bridge one, I want to know if that Uber driver was just fabooing for my friend. So give me a call and talk to me. Do all the vehicles that break down on Third Mainland get towed? Is it really a flat 50,000 naira fee across board? Do you believe that this is a good policy? Have you experienced this on Third Mainland Bridge? 0700-993-993 01465-7190. Was that Uber driver lying to my friend? 01465-7190 0700-993-993. Again, I don't have access to WhatsApp, so if you want to share your thoughts with me, share on Facebook. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. I don't know what's happening with the WhatsApp, but I don't have it in front of me anymore. So please get on Facebook and share your thoughts with me. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. Have you experienced this Third Mainland Bridge thing in this Lagos before? 99.3. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Yemi.
Hi, Yemi. Welcome.
Yeah. I had an experience on the Third Mainland Bridge. That was last year.
Last year, okay.
I'm not sure that 50K is all about it.
Okay.
First and foremost, if your vehicle breaks down, the first thing you need to do is to bring out your seat caution, your caution sign, and place it right behind your vehicle. When they come around and they see that, they're not like to harass you. They ask you to, do quick. If you need their services, they'll help you, tow you down to Baga area. But on this day, the guys became very naughty.
Okay.
And I was ready with them because my wife was with me. Okay. I didn't have the car to develop any fault. It was electrical fault. I was just seeing smoke. Okay. And when the guys came with their low-bed towing vehicle, they were very naughty. They would tow me away. That's the governor's route. That got me annoyed. If I threatened them that I would throw them to the water one by one. And so they got scared. Yeah, they got very scared. Okay. Because I was very annoyed. I know them. If they tow my vehicle, they will charge me heavily. Okay. I've been victim of last month nonsense over some period. Okay. So after telling them that, they just chilled. I just moved on. Of course, I had to manage the vehicle down to the Baga that bypass area near Wuru. And then I called my mechanic to come and
see what's going on. Right.
So I'm not sure the 50K you see, but first and foremost, put your seat caution behind while you get help or try to fix your stuff.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3. Hello. Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, this is
welcome.
Yeah, Sandra, I know I've not had any personal experience about this.
Okay.
But I've had someone that it happened to. I know earlier before now, when they even told the vehicle, they tow it to the last mile office at Oshodi. Most times they don't even tow it to your house or where you want them to tow it.
Okay.
They tow it to last mile office, and that is the beginning of your deal.
Okay.
So, but my question is, what is the legality in all of this?
Okay.
I have option to call any tow if I feel my vehicle needs to be towed in the first place.
Right.
Secondly, vehicles are not human beings. Even human beings break down. Right. They are machines, man-made, that are bound at any point.
Right.
The right thing to do is to remove it from if it's causing obstruction at that particular moment. Then it's left for the car owner to decide if it's something that can be fixed immediately or he needs a towing van. And if you are bringing a towing van, I should be able to negotiate. You shouldn't impose a levy on me because my car broke down. I think it's extortion and discriminality. That's just the truth. Okay. It's just because you said narrow this down. I would have said a similar scenario. Somebody was residing in Lagos and registered a plate number with Lagos State, eventually relocated to Enugu. And the person started renewing the VIO papers in Enugu. That guy was around Lagos last week and was apprehended by VIO. And they took away his plate number, took away his driving license. What was the reason? That he has not renewed his vehicle paper. The guy said, this is my original paper, I've renewed. And I renewed in Enugu. They said it's not done. That he must come to Lagos and renew it, Sandra. As I speak to you, the plate number and the things are still with VIO. I even said I will send you mail because I want to understand Lagos State. Since when has it become that VIO papers or vehicles must be renewed in the state that the plate number was registered, even when you are no longer a resident of that state? So I don't really understand all these extortions. I don't.
Okay. Ngozi, thank you so much for calling. Always a pleasure to hear from you. 99.3, hello. Sorry about that. Call back if you can. 99.3. Hello. Hello. Good evening. How are you, sir?
Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, my name is Abiodun.
Abiodun, welcome.
Yeah. Personally, I've not had the experience of being told on the Third Mainland.
Okay.
But I want to plead with you that you allow me to also
expand
pass across what happened and experience yesterday.
Okay.
Regarding CIO.
Okay.
There is this vehicle of mine I use for commercial purposes, like a small bus.
Okay.
Now, when the roadworthiness got expired, there was holiday. And the first day after the holiday, we were to renew it. And as we were going, unfortunately, the VIO people caught the vehicle.
Okay.
So when they caught the vehicle, they said, we are driving with without roadworthiness. Okay. They took the vehicle to their office. After taking it to their office, we were fined 20,000 naira.
Okay.
So we were asked to pay, which we did. We eventually paid for the roadworthiness also. And when we paid for the roadworthiness, eventually we were given the roadworthiness. And thereafter, the vehicle was going out yesterday. The same VIO apprehended the vehicle with a valid roadworthiness. And they took it to their office and ticketed it again for another 20,000 naira. And I asked them why. They said because there was a camera that picked it at a point. And I tried to let them know that this same vehicle had been, how do I put it? Had been ticketed before. Now for roadworthiness that shouldn't cost more than 6,000 naira, we have spent over 60,000. Just for us to retrieve the vehicle yesterday. You can see the madness that is going on in Lagos State. Look at what an agency of the government is doing to our own citizens. I pray that someday this thing will not boomerang.
I'm really sorry about your experience, to be honest. My God, that sounds really extreme, doesn't it? But it is the experience of a lot of people who drive in Lagos. If you're just tuning in, hello to you. You're probably driving at the moment. If you are on the Third Mainland Bridge, is it true that if your car spoils on the Third Mainland Bridge, it's going to get towed by LASMA and you're going to be made to pay 50,000 naira? I told you the story, or before you joined, I told a story that a friend of mine shared with me. She came down from an Uber that was driving from the mainland to the island. And on the way, they saw a car being towed. And the Uber driver suddenly said, Kai, poor guy, na 50K be that too. He now explained to my friend that it's a 50,000 naira flat charge for towing you off the bridge, no matter what happened to you. I don't know if the guy's telling the truth. I don't know if he was lying, but that's his story. He then told my friend something I also shared with you. He said one day he got a flat tire on the bridge about midway, but because he knew he did not have 50,000 naira, he decided not to stop to try and change it. According to that Uber driver, if he had stopped, they would have towed him. So he's claiming that even if you just need a few minutes to change your tire, now you sabi, they go tow you. They go charge you 50K. So instead, he drove the rest of the way. Remember, the Third Mainland Bridge is 12 kilometers long, and his tire went flat midway. He drove the rest of the Third Mainland Bridge with a flat tire. He said he just managed until he got to the end of the bridge. I was shocked when I heard that story. That's why I said I have to come and talk to you about it. To see, number one, if it is true that this happens. Number two, if you yourself has experienced it, or you've been in a vehicle, where it happened to the driver of the vehicle, or you know someone that it happened to. Because, like I said, when we started the show, before you tuned in, there are so many ways to look at this. So Lasma, for instance, can say, it's sad that you're going through this, but don't obstruct traffic. I want free flow of traffic on this bridge. If people feel they can park their car on the bridge indefinitely, you see more and more cars being parked on the bridge. And they don't want that because their job is free flow of traffic. On the other hand, motorists will feel that the policy needs a human face. There's a difference between a car that cannot move and a car that maybe needs a few minutes to get it to go again. So shouldn't the authorities give the motorist a chance to just change your tire and go without the mandatory towing and alleged 50K? Then there's another opinion. I'm expecting to hear, what you think about these different opinions, and also share your own experience with this. Let me know if the Uber driver lied to my friend. Now, some people will tell you Lagos is hard, Nigeria is hard. You have to expect that your motor will spoil. If your motor will spoil and you have these mandatory towing policies in place for people that cannot afford to fix their motor, are you not making their lives harder? But it also brings up another question I asked before you tuned in. Should a car that cannot make it across 12 kilometers of the Third Mainland Bridge be on the road at all? 0700-993-993 993 0700-993 993 993 01465 7190 01465 7190. Do all vehicles that break down on the Third Mainland Bridge get towed? Is it really a flat 50,000 naira fee across the board? 99.3. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, good evening.
You're calling our number for women. Call back. 99.3. Sorry about that. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, Madam Sandra. Good evening, my first time caller.
Good evening. I'm glad to have you on the show today, ma. Welcome.
I'm fine. How now?
I do.
Yes, this is my first time of commenting on your show, and when I heard it, I said I must say something.
Okay.
That Uber driver did not lie at all.
Okay.
And the issue is that if anything breaks down from your car, you will not even know where those touts will come out from. I don't know if they have a house under the bridge or something. Immediately, they don't even listen. They don't even, they won't even hear a beg. Please, you must pay them that 50,000, or they will beat you with big stone and wound you upon that. So it's true. I have experienced it. We went to Iko. While coming back, I don't know, our truck had small issue.
Okay.
Then the driver got down to check what the problem was. Before you know it, these boys came out from under the bridge. So it's true. Okay. I've witnessed it.
So those boys are not LASMA. They're just touts?
They are not LASMA.
Okay.
They are not LASMA at all. When you even see them, they are kept very dirty, stinking human beings. Do you understand? Okay. And if you don't pay, they will beat you and tow your vehicle to LASMA office. From there, you will now begin another thousand negotiation with them.
And this happened to you on Third Mainland Bridge?
Exactly. Yes. It happens on daily basis. It's not so that's why if your vehicle breaks down, my sister Kukuma manage it like that. So just they go small to you because 50K na big money. And they know. I don't know if they have a house under that bridge. The way they will crawl out like a cockroach, you will not know.
One, thanks for calling. We've got Samuel Bolanle who says, Sandra, though I don't know I don't know much about the fee charged on Third Mainland Bridge, but I know they tow at that fee. They tow at a fee. Besides that, there are scary looking guys hijacking people's vehicles or registration plates, claiming that vehicles are parked in wrong places, even if those places are not by any means obstructing traffic. And this is done selectively. I'm a victim of such inhumanity to humans. In fact, my registered plate is still with them now. Why are poor Nigerians gathering themselves to milk fellow Nigerians who are struggling just because they can? Samuel Bolanle with that message on Facebook. All right. Before we go any further, I've got information from Chipper to share with you. Yes?
Yes, exactly. Certainly. So, I just want to ask Lagos a question, okay? In fact, I have a couple of questions to ask Lagos. Why would you want to pay fees for local transfers? Why would you want to spend money to send money? Why pay full price for airtime when you can easily get it on Chipper at a discounted rate? So why pay for an item when you can get 5% cash back on that same item when you shop with your Chipper card locally and across borders? Does it sound too good to be true? Yeah, it does, but it's not. It's for real. The Chipper app is available on App Store and Play Store. So why haven't you downloaded it yet? All right, so you need to do something right now. Go and download Chipper and enjoy. No fees on local transfers. That's right, no fees. Instead, a 2% discount on airtime and 5% cash back when you shop with your Chipper Naira or USD card. Get to it right now.
Information at its peak. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm listening.
Indeed, I am listening. 0700-993-993. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. We've got 1 minute only. 1 minute before we have to take a break. But if you just tuned in, I'm asking, should government charge motorists for towing on Third Mainland Bridge? I told you the story of the Uber driver who claimed that if your car spoils on Third Mainland Bridge, it's going to get towed and you're going to have to pay 50,000 naira. He claims LASMA does the towing. But we just got a call before you heard from Chipper. We got a call from a woman who says her truck spoiled on the bridge. It wasn't LASMA that came to her. It was, according to her, touts. And that these young men who she thinks live under the bridge came out, started to harass them, started to harangue them, started to ask them for some money. And she said, if you don't pay that money, they will tow you to a LASMA office where you're going to be made to pay a lot more money to get your vehicle out. We've had 2 other people calling as well with some stories. Some of them have said that they paid. Others have said, no, I didn't pay any money. But the stories have been very varied. Now, I want to hear your story. I want to hear, number one, is it true that this happens on Third Mainland Bridge specifically? And then all the other questions I had off of this conversation, feel free to answer that for me as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll keep taking your calls. We'll keep taking your thoughts. I don't have access to WhatsApp. Don't send me messages on WhatsApp, but definitely send me messages on Facebook. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. This is Nigeria Info 99.3. All right, let's take a break.
0.3 Nigeria Info.
And I want to assume that you would run because I want to give the listeners context for the conversation.
In 2019, you were running mate to Atiku Abubakar. What did you learn then that you will not repeat this time?
Yes, when is the president coming out to address us?
There's a few things. One, I have a burden and a passion for young people.
The fact that you have elected a man does not mean then you begin to order him around. The president will do whatever is good for the country at any given time.
Mr. Adeshino, isn't the president responsible to the people?
What should the next president do to root out stakeholders who are complicit?
You fire those. Those that need to be fired are fired. It's looking like a brand new Chelsea, attacking with so much fluidity. And what can you say about that, Martin? I know you follow Chelsea quite closely.
I live close to the Chelsea training ground. That's what you mean by that. I'm not a Chelsea.
This picture becomes a reality. That's not all. Picture a beautiful resort with its breathtaking Instagram-worthy scenery. The cool, gentle breeze on your face. The champagne bubbling in your glass as the sun illuminates your skin. With the new PTA BTA Visa card, living this dream is easier. Visit any Keystone branch nearest to you or download the Key mobile app to get a Pink card, MasterCard, Visa card, or Verve card. At Keystone Bank, there's a card for everyone, no matter where you are. Keystone Bank. We grow together.
Brother, wetin dey happen? My consignment still never clear for port. I don tire. So why you no tell me since? You suppose dey on the go. To dey go the port? Do you know that you can remotely clear and transport your cargo in Nigeria and track everything in real time? Go Agent connects importers with reliable clearing and transportation agents. No delay when it comes to clearing your goods. For more information, visit www.goagent.com.ng or call 070-0123-9595. Go Agent. You relax, we work it out.
Being in Lagos traffic can drive you crazy. From the uncomfortable seat to conductors screaming on top of your head, Fumilaja! And plenty other wahala that comes with it. I know you would love to take a cab, but it might just be too expensive. Not to worry, I introduce you to Global Taxi Limited. Global Taxi Limited is that fast, affordable, reliable, and safe way to move. Taking you to your destination in style and comfort is their priority. Global Taxi Limited is proudly a Nigerian brand that is pocket-friendly. I mean, who doesn't want to save more? Now with Global Taxi, you can save more with a 10% discount when you download the app. You can also get regular discount when you order a ride on the app. Even as a driver, you get to have a life insurance and reliable support service. What better way to start than now? Download the Global Taxi app from Google Play Store and iOS Store. Global Taxi, the quickest way around.
Do you want a world-class education in a safe and peaceful place to study? Do you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? Lancaster University, Ghana will be coming to a city near you. Meet the faculty and our admissions officers at the Sheraton Hotel, Abuja on the 8th of August, Hotel Presidential, Port Harcourt on the 10th of August, and Radisson Blu, Victoria Island on the 13th of August. Come and find out how you can get a world-class education and 50% scholarship for your degree. Visit our website at www.lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
A performance of sheer class.
Uncommon speed.
Terrific strength.
Uncommon power.
And how good was that?
Uncommon skill.
Becomes the Commonwealth champion.
Showmax Pro brings you the 22nd Commonwealth Games, where a common passion meets uncommon performance. Watch extraordinary athletes in action from the 28th of July to the 8th of August. Subscribe from only 3,200 naira per month to enjoy sports from Supersport, series, movies, and more on Showmax.com.
Are you looking for a reliable way to save and invest this year? Get up to 10% on savings and 15% on fixed deposits with Rain Money. We are regulated by the CBN and insured by the NDIC. To get started, visit rainmoney.com or call 0700 5000 500. Need money, Rain Money.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and today I'm asking if government should charge motorists for towing on Third Mainland Bridge. First of all, is it even true that if your car spoils on the Third Mainland Bridge, you're going to get towed and you're going to have to pay 50,000 naira? You heard the story that I shared from an Uber driver who alleged that it's a 50k flat charge for towing you off the bridge if your car spoils. The reason he started telling that story was because a friend of mine was in his car and they saw a car being towed on Third Mainland, and the man exclaimed, "Kai, na 50k be that too." And then my friend said, "What do you mean?" And he now went into that story. And he says, no matter what happened, you go pay that 50k. He said that it's so bad that when he got a flat tire on the Third Mainland Bridge, he had to drive with that flat tire until he got off the bridge. And his tire went flat halfway through the bridge. The bridge is 12 kilometers long. So about 6 kilometers, his tire went flat. And he had to just manage, and got off the bridge. Because he didn't have 50K to pay. So he said even if the wait to change flat tire, they would have nabbed him. Now, I don't know whether he was exaggerating. I don't know whether he was lying. I'm asking you because you ply that route every day. Has it happened to you? Has it happened to someone you know? 0700-993-993. Now, like I said, LASMA has to make sure that there's no traffic obstruction on the Third Mainland Bridge, because now still you go complain if there's traffic there because a car spoiled and they did not tow it, right? So for LASMA, they have to make sure that traffic is flowing there. But is there a difference between a car that can't move anymore and a car that needs a few minutes to get fixed? And in which case, should there be a more human face if this story is true? Should the authorities give a motorist some chance to fix up and go without the mandatory towing and 50K? Is there a mandatory towing and 50K? 0700-993-993. Hello, thanks for calling us.
Hello, Sandra, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Antonia. I'm calling from Naja.
Antonia, is this story true or made up?
It's true. It happened to my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My husband is also an Uber driver.
Okay.
3 months, in the month of May, 2 months ago, he had a passenger in his car. And he said he noticed the car was overheating while he was on the Third Mainland Bridge. So he was trying to avoid this last man and all these people, but he couldn't because the car had to stop. So before he knew it, these guys just came. They said they were going to tow his car, that he has to pay 50,000 naira. That if he doesn't pay, they will throw him into the water and zoom away with the car. And nobody would even know about his whereabouts.
These were LASMA officials, or
He said they were thugs. That he said they were going to take his car to the LASMA office. If he doesn't comply with them. So he had to beg and tell them that this is not. It doesn't have up to that 50K they were calling and everything. They tried collecting his phone from him. So while they were dragging his phone, they had to throw the phone on the floor, and the screen of the phone got damaged at that point. So they had to call me, to call some of his friends. They gathered the money, they sent to him, and he had to pay them. And they still eventually towed the car because it was doing overheating. And he even had to spend more to repair the gasket of the car that got burnt. So it's actually true. The guy is actually saying the truth.
Wow. I'm really sorry that happened to your husband, man. My God.
No problem.
My God. Thank you so much for calling. 99.3, hello.
Hello.
Good to have you on the show, sir. What's your name?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Sunday. I'm calling from Gold State.
Sunday, do you have this experience?
Yes.
Okay.
There was one of my friends. So he had problem with the vehicle. Before, these people drove their own vehicle. All these people that normally do, not even last man vehicle, but the last man people were inside. They took the motor to their office and now ask him to pay 50,000 for the towing. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
That's another vehicle that they normally park by the roadside. If there's any motor that is faulty, they will go and tow. If you want to call them, you call them to tow it out of the incident. So that was what the people said. Along the line, he gotten the money, paid the money to come out again. He had to settle those gate people before they could take it out. People, even when you get in Yanowero, there was a time we came back, there was serious hold up, no motor. we had to beg somebody to help us. And I think we were about 3 of us inside the vehicle, big van. So the guy just took us to Nyanoworo. And when we were dropping, these people came and the guy did not collect even one kobo. They put their iron in front of the tire, and then they drove the guy out the tire. We were begging. They took the guy inside that burnt this thing office in Nyanoworo. That was where the whole thing ended up. And the boy has to go and look for 50,000 to go and pay.
My God.
But as he did not collect kobo from us, then we had to plead with these people. They said they can never. So the people are really, really out for rubbish. I'm telling you. We just pray that we shouldn't get to the trap because you cannot plead with them. They will never take it.
Thank you so much for calling to share this story with me. Ukamaka is on the line. Ukamaka, how are you?
Very well. It's actually Uzamaka.
Uzamaka, welcome.
Yeah. So, Sandra, it's a pleasure speaking to you. This will be my first time contributing to your program.
I'm glad you're here.
I always listen to it. Thank you so much for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
So, I've had this experience before, and I'm glad you're talking about it because I was really pained when it happened. So my mechanic came to take my car from the island to the mainland, and this is a person I've used for years. So
you trust him.
I trust him, right?
Right.
So my car was overheating. So he was on the Third Mainland Bridge. Then he now passed by the lay-by. So he wanted the car to cool off before he continued. Then these guys with a towing vehicle came up to him and told him that they have to tow his car to the station and that he has to pay so and so. He said, but what is the lay-by for? He was not happy. He said he had an argument with them. But they insisted that he should pay 50.
My God.
So after much talk, he gave them 40. So he told they now told the car. They helped him tow the car to a mechanic place. Someone he knows around Bagada. That was where he now stayed. Waited for the car to cool off, and then he now moved on.
Going,
But I had to transfer that money, and this was even before the issue with my car
was even fixed. So you're not paying double money. Yeah.
You can imagine how I felt. I felt like crying that day. I said, what kind of government do we have? Okay, if you feel people should not park there, why not put up a sign and say, do not park even if your car is burning?
Yeah.
You pay a fee of so and so. But you see them on the road, but there are no signs to tell people, don't enter here, enter here. At least if you tell people, if there's a sign telling people that this route is not for you, and the person purposely enters there, then the person is in for trouble. That makes more sense than just staying by the side and waiting for people to.
But it doesn't even sound like this is government, because were these LASMA officers that did this?
Well, he said they were LASMA officers because they were telling him that they would tow him to LASMA office.
But were do you remember if they were wearing LASMA office uniforms? Did he mention if they were wearing LASMA uniforms?
No, he didn't mention it.
Because, but again, this kind of thing cannot be happening, and the government isn't aware that this kind of thing is happening. You know, so either way, it's still. Yeah. Man, I'm really sorry, man. Uzamaka, thank you so much for calling to share your story with me, because you get what I'm trying to say. So if let's say that it's not LASMA doing this, let's say that it's some really sharp people conducting really sharp practices, right? And they are coming out and saying, hey, if you don't do this, we'll do this, we'll throw you in the water. I wonder, has anybody resisted them? I would also love to hear from you if they've come to charge you like that and you've said, no, I'm not going to pay, do your worst. What happens? Well, I guess, you can't call because they threw you inside the water and you're gone. Or maybe you survived. They threw you in the water, you survived. If that happened, please call me and tell me what happened. Have they ever actually towed your vehicle because you refused to pay? And then where did they tow it to? When you got to the LASMA office, what happened when you got to the LASMA office? Because I want to be sure that it's not LASMA doing this, or there's no collaboration with LASMA to do this, or that this is just totally a criminal setup, going on the Third Mainland Bridge specifically. In which case, let's say government didn't know, because government can be everywhere. Now government knows. I know because government listens to this show every day. Believe me when I say government listens to this show every day. I can't get into all the details, but they do every day. So now they know that this is happening. Are we going to see a difference? Are we going to see a change? Will there be a clampdown on the people who are illegally doing this, if it's an illegal operation going on? I'm going to get LASMA on the show again, to try and get to the bottom of this, if it's not LASMA doing it. But I need specifics. The people who come to get this money from you, are they wearing LASMA uniforms? I know they say, we'll tow you to LASMA office, but that's probably just, gra. What if it's not LASMA? What if it's just criminals extorting people on Third Mainland Bridge? 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Thanks for calling. Good evening.
Thank God for connecting you today.
What's your name, sir?
So when I what do you call it? My fuel. My name is Franklin Shabai, my name.
Okay, welcome. Go ahead.
So when my fuel got finished, so I went to somewhere at Third Mainland Bridge. Before I came back, now they've already towed my motor.
Ooh.
So at the end of the day, when I came back, now they were like telling me that I should give them 70,000.
Oh my!
So I now told them that how much do I even bought, because it's Sienna. I now told them that how much do I even bought the motor that you are telling me that I should pay 70,000. So later we shall drag, because as they were like telling me that they want to tow the motor, I feel that me too, I'm in anger, but I want to collect my motor. You get?
So who are the day? Was it LASMA?
Their last man. That motor was towed. It was towed with last man motor. Okay. You know that some people, when they call, they will telling presenter lies. It's last man. So what they are trying to do is that they don't want any motor to break down in that place, because there is always a hold up there. Get? So when I came back, and I was like telling me that my money is 70,000, that they want to go and park it, so please. And I now told the guy they are two in number. So I now told them that, how much do I even bought the motor that you are charging me 70,000? So later, when they now see that I'm not anxious about the motor, so they now ask me that how much do I even have? I said I don't have. So later they now collect me 2,000. So they now left me
2,000.
Yes, now
because
there is like, we Lagosians, there are some things that we don't count. You get? Because like me now, even my wife was even blaming me that I know that I'm in short of what they call it, petrol. I still make sure that I even enter that Third Mainland Bridge. Okay. That I could have just buy fuel because she was with me. Me, I know that I'm short of what they call fuel. I just want to risk it.
Why? Why do you want to risk it?
Just like when I went to there selling fuel, people are much there. Okay. So I now told my wife, let's just drove Jari. So that's why I just left the filling station and be going. So the fuel now finished at the middle of this thing. Before I came back, they've already even told it. So when we are like dragging it, when they see you that you are anxious about something, if they, that some people, if they charge them like 50,000, immediately they will pay. But if you are like telling them that, if you are begging them this and that, so they collected me 2,000 naira.
All right, thank you very much for calling to share. I think that you should have paid that 70,000. They should have collected that 70,000 from you, because you knew that you didn't have fuel in your motor and you drove it like that on Third Mainland Bridge, so that your car would spoil and you cause traffic, because you could have bought fuel off of the bridge. So that one, your own story. You get a CB. 99.3. Hello. All right, 99.3. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, ma'am? Hello? All right, call back. 99.3.
Hello.
Thanks for calling. What's your name?
Evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Faye.
Faye, are you a woman?
No, I'm a guy.
You're calling our line. You're calling our line for women.
I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I've been calling this line for a while.
Oh, and they've been letting you.
No. I've been calling this line. I've been dialing this line before I got through.
Oh, okay. No, call
before you pick.
Call 0700-993-993-993. Thank you, Faye. 99.3. Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Ogochukwu.
Ogochukwu, welcome.
I want to talk about this Third Mainland Bridge issue because I also have an experience with them one time.
Okay.
It's the last man that is collecting the money.
Okay.
It's not any, but they will come and use that day. They now told my vehicle.
Okay.
Then there's this Baba that told the vehicle. My husband was very smart to now screenshot the number on the towing vehicle.
Okay.
And then they suffered us that day. It was ridiculous because it was not even our fault. You know, this Honda with their issue. When these boat joints now pulled on the way. And we were almost finishing up with the job because we called the mechanic right there. The mechanic was almost finishing up when they came, and they now called the guy to come and tow the vehicle. It's the police and the last man, all of them. They took us to last man office, and they collected. How much was they collected for the 15,000?
15,000.
They collected 15,000 from us. After suffering us and everything. And in fact, it's not just the money, but what they did to us. It was ridiculous.
What did they
horrible.
do? What did they do?
Because they keep on pushing us from here. They will not call us, go and meet, what did they even call that one name that day? They will say, go and meet us. Another one will not say, don't worry, I'll call. You will call. They will keep on telling us from end to end to end to end. We spent all the whole day at the last man office because before we were able to carry our vehicle out from that place.
My God.
It is the last man, the police, and all those touts that they are using there. All of them work hand in hand.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Joy Forever on Twitter says, Sandra, it's a syndicate. Remember when you brought the former Last Man knows with the task force. All right. Here's a message from... Okay, that's not a message for me. But we've got messages on Facebook. Let me take them. Remember, of course, that I don't have access to WhatsApp. So if you're sending me messages on WhatsApp, I'm not seeing them, so I can't read them. But if you send them on Facebook, I will be able to see. I will be able to read. So if you've sent to WhatsApp already, just go and copy it and come and paste it on our live stream. Our live stream is Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook. Samuel Olatunji says, my boss asked me to come and pick him at the airport moving from Aja. I helped to pick some people from Lekki to Yenoworo. I got to Yenoworo. The last man stopped me and took me to their office. I had to sell my phone to one of them at 20k, and I bought that 70k before they let me go. Ooh, my God. Khan Kazim says, no doubt about it, it's LASMA perpetrating the extortion. They do worse on other roads. They even collude with policemen to defraud Lagosians. I have fallen victim twice before. OBDK Raphael says, Sandra, they almost killed me at the gates. They came in like criminals into my car. They started dragging my car. Very dirty set of people that they're using. They collected 40k from me at their office. Osinachi Obasi says, I've experienced a mechanical failure immediately after Adekunle interchange inward Iyanoworo. Luckily, the traffic that evening was mad end to end the bridge. I had to walk to Estate towards Adekunle, spoke to some private tow van. Due to the traffic, they asked me to wait until around 9 p.m. Around 9:15, the traffic had cleared and we rode in the tow van and got to the car, towed it and drove against traffic to a mechanic workshop around the estate. Most of them are private tow van operators, but they gave LASMA license. I paid 15k. Osinachi Obasi, thanks for calling. Let me take a few more calls. We've got 2 minutes before we have to take a break. Hi, how are you? What's your name, sir?
Hello.
Hello, welcome. What's your name?
Yemi is my name. Sandra.
Yemi, welcome. Has this happened to you?
Good evening.
Good evening.
It happened to a friend of mine.
Okay.
But his own is Asikeja.
Okay.
Somewhere around Arumire.
No, I'm focusing on Third Mainland Bridge because I want to know
the
if it's...
same thing happened. Oh. They arrested this guy and they took him to Osodi. The vehicle was taken to Alausa. he went to go pay 50,000 naira, and immediately they want to pay. They will ask them to switch off their phone, put it in their pocket. They wrote paper, the vehicle number on paper. There's a particular girl there that used to collect that money from them. So they will pay that 50,000 naira. Every one of them, their phone must be in their pocket.
Why?
They are not allowed to. In order not to get have an evidence against them.
But how will you pay the money? You have to transfer it now, no be so.
You will not pay that money cash. You can't transfer. They will ask you to go and bring cash money.
I see.
At that last man episode, they will enter. The lady is always at the back of one container there.
Okay.
Not even in the office.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you very much for calling. Okay. All right. I've got 1 more minute. In that 1 minute, I don't think I can squeeze in a call, but I do think I can take messages on Facebook. So let's go to Facebook very quickly. All right, here are these messages here. We've got this one here. Lekon. Now, wow, Lekon is very angry. I can't read that message. Let's see. Here's this one here from Abby Amber. Abby says, towing on bridges or on roads is not free anywhere in the world, but this fee, if indeed it is true, for towing a vehicle on Third Mainland Bridge is outrageous. All right. Okay. That's the only comment I can take. Sorry about the short breaks. I had a coughing fit. I've been dealing with the cough for the past few days, so it's really beating my behind. We'll take a break, and then when we come back, I'll bring you the news at 6. Between 6:15 and 6:30, let's talk about this some more. I would have brought you the step down, but I know that a lot of you want to share your stories as well. And I'm going to expand the scope. I'm going to move away from the Third Mainland Bridge and try to cover other parts of Lagos where this kind of thing happens. So stay here. I'll bring you the news at 6. When I'm done with the news at 6, we'll just keep talking about this extortion thing that happens when your vehicle spoils and it has to get towed. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Don't go away.
This is not
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio.